Guys, hope you're all okay and your week's going well. Half term's been good. Happy Easter. Hope everyone's ate all the kids' chocolates. Now I'm just about to go and drive to grab a coffee. I've got like an hour and a half with no children because the kiddies are with their dad. So I'm going to go and grab a coffee and I'm just going to sit there, ignore the housework, breathe, and I'm going to chat to you guys about the last 7.5 months of single mum life and go through a few Q&As that you guys asked me on my Instagram story. So if you want to come along for the ride, come along for the ride, grab yourself a drink and let's do this. Okay, so I've got the goods. I never know what to order in places like in a drive-through because we live in a tiny little village, really. It's very small, it's very behind, it's not like city. And basically I don't know what to order. So if anybody's got any good choices, like it's a bank holiday and nothing was open. So I've gone to Starbucks. I don't even know if that's a good choice, but what do you recommend? If you do go and get like a nice drink, do you have any recommendations? Because I feel I need it at the moment. A nice little drink and a drive is like my therapy, and just whacking on the music really loud when I don't have the kiddies. Oh, there we go. The story of my life. Well, I'll tell you all bloody about it in a minute. I really hope what I'm going to share is going to benefit and help people feel less alone on this journey. Give a place for somebody to come if they're feeling, you know, a little bit vulnerable and not sure how to feel about this situation. And yeah, I just feel like it can be a very lonely journey. So if this helps one person feel less alone, then make me feel incredible and happy. I've got quite an old BMW, like it's not new, it is like literally a 2009 plate. I'm very grateful to have this car, but it's got no, I just have to listen to the radio because it's got no aux or Bluetooth. So we're just winging it with Radio 1. Oh, she gone for the kids. She moves in her own way. I'm driving to like a really calm little place that's like, it's always really quiet. I'm just gonna sit there and just enjoy speaking to you guys, sort of like offloading a little bit, you know, hopefully helping so many of you, drinking my drink, eating my lemon and pistachio muffin. Like, was that what it was? A lemon and pistachio? What a combination. Like, why just not a lemon muffin or a blueberry muffin? That's probably why it was £3 bloody 50. Christ almighty. That's 3 punnets of strawberries that I need for the children probably, but a pistachio and lemon muffin it is tonight. Might not have great drink choices for drive-throughs, but we do get this beautiful view like every single day. So I don't really do these YouTube videos. I've done a few and then I've just not done any in such a long time. It's not really something I feel like I should be doing or whatever, but I just thought, why not? I feel like it's a place that people could come to. Hopefully it might not be no help to anybody at all. But I just feel with like TikToks and Instagram stories, you can only speak for like a certain amount of time, and I feel like here we can really have a good talk because you can comment things. I can speak to that maybe then on my next video, like you guys can speak about things to each other on the comments. I feel like we can have like a really better chat and like a better like connection on a longer video. So I'm really hoping that like this will sort of really help. If it doesn't, I am sorry, I'll give it a go, all right? Any tips and tricks, please let me know. But here we go. First of all, if you are new here and you've followed the video through, I don't know if you've seen it on here or like my Instagram, I am a single mum of 2 children, a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. I am 31. And let me tell you, I did not think that I would be in this situation. I had lived my early 20s. You know, I tried to work in like Zante with my best friend. I live with my best friend. I had such a like really good early 20s. Then I settled down, had children, you know, sort of took on a stepchild, had 2 children of my own. You know, you have these like amazing, incredible ideas of what your future is to lead, you know, marriage, buying a house, you know, maybe just going like traveling, saving some money, you know, maybe extending the family in time, or I don't know, getting animals like dogs and things. And obviously it's just really sad because you don't expect to be in this situation, but we are here, and I know that there is hundreds of thousands of us that are also in the same position right now. So let's get on to the Q&As of what you asked me on my story. Let's have a little drink together. So if you've bought your drink, let's have our drinks together. Or if you've bought a lemon and bloody pistachio, oh, poppy seed, what the bloody hell's a poppy seed thing, then I hope that yeah, we can have a little more of a chat on the Q&As, and then maybe like in the next video we will go into depth, maybe even every week, about a different sort of situation. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, but here we go. I prefer being in my car. I'm sorry if the quality is not as good as you watch on other YouTube videos, but my house like still feels a little bit weird when I've not got the children. Let's get the Q&As up and let's eat my lemon and poppy seed muffin. So I obviously I'm gonna stay, obviously, what is the black dot? Ooh. So obviously a lot of people do air a lot of things on social media. And do you know what, sometimes when you are raging and you are angry, I totally get it. Like, I've had multiple times that I thought I would love to just scream, what on earth has gone on? Like, I would love to just sit here and be like, say it all, but where's that going to get me? Where is that going to get me? Where? It's not going to help. You know, it's going to be then all online, like maybe, you know, ever in the future for like my children. It's not okay. People make mistakes. I have had no respect personally, unfortunately, for myself, as in like, you know, the respect hasn't been there for me, unfortunately. But for me, I'm not changing who I am. I want to stay still very respectful. I want to stay true to myself. It makes you laugh because it's like you sometimes see, you know, all these crazy exes and stuff like that, and you sit there and you think, things make you go upset, angry, crazy. It doesn't just happen. I'm not saying that's me, but if you ever see it, you know, and you think, oh, like they're acting like this, there's a reason why, and it's normally because they're hurt, they're upset, they're heartbroken. They're traumatized. Like there's a lot going on. So yeah, don't always presume things, you know. It's really difficult, isn't it? But yeah, some people like to share things on social media. To me, I've tried to keep it, you know, as social media also is my job. I do feel like you would go into work and you'd speak about what had happened to your work colleagues and you'd say what had happened. But to me at the moment, like I don't know whether I would ever be ready for that. Like, I'm still healing from it, and I could never, I don't think, actually ever say what has gone on, because it's just not okay. And yeah, it's a difficult situation. I want to move on from that now. So lots of lovely responses to the Q&As. Thank you. Oh my gosh, lemon and poppy seed muffin. Wow, that's so good. Okay, so first of all, how are you? Like, seriously, how are you feeling? I love following your journey. It's really helped me as a newly single mum to 3 children. How am I seriously feeling? So I'm 7 months in now, and if you had told me that it would feel better, like you would feel better and stuff like that a couple months ago, I wouldn't have believed you. Like, I would have been like, no. Like, I remember at the start, like, I was crying on the floor. Everybody's situation's different. Obviously, some people choose to break up because it's more healthier, like for their relationships and things like that. But I had on for probably too long with situations that had probably happened. Again, without saying too much, I know it's really difficult, but there's a lot of situations that people break up about, and to me, I feel like I'm not just getting over, you know, being a single parent to 2 young children. I'm also getting past other things. This is all part of the healing journey that I'm on, and I'm actually really enjoying it at the moment. I'm really enjoying taking care of me. I have breastfed for like 2 years with my daughter, and I just feel like, you know, I'm so grateful for that. I'm really, really blessed to have been able to do that. But obviously I've not had, you know, no time out or anything. Then when I had my son, it was a lockdown 5 years ago. So again, never had any time to be able to sort of like, not look up, but you know, it's just mum role a lot. I couldn't go back to work as normal because of breastfeeding. You know, there was a lot of things, but equally, as my therapist said, you put the energy into the right thing and it's not forever, like it's a few years. Unfortunately, some people have put, do you feel if like the kids impacted the relationship? And do you know what? I used to think yes. I used to think, you know, yeah. But then I look at it and I think, no, kids are incredible. Like they are absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to be a mum. I can't like, I literally have dreamt of this moment, and I think this is why I keep continuing, because even though I'm not in a relationship no more, I'm still a mum. Like I still get to be a mum to 2 young children and enjoy all these moments. It's absolutely amazing, and I literally can't, and I'm sure you guys feel exactly the same, and that's how my motivation and my focus has continued through this breakup, because I can't be crying and screaming on the floor like I was, thinking, why has this happened to me? Like, how do I get past this? Like, what do I do? What have I done to deserve this? You know, crying. The kids have been crying. You know, why isn't he here? Crying. You're picking up all the pieces. You can't heal. Oh my God, it is trauma. It is hard. It's hard the first few months, even up to a year. I reckon it's really hard. 7.5 months now, and I've had some therapy, which I think I'll speak about maybe in a different video. I've had a lot of family and friend support, which I know a lot of people also don't have that. So that's another reason why I'm doing this videos, is because I'm hoping that if you don't have that support network, that this could be maybe a good support network for you. Each video I might do might help you feel less alone in that kind of situation. I do feel obviously children can have an impact. You know, you're tired, you're grouchy, the money situation is really difficult. You parent different, like loads of things happen. But I think to me, I feel like now I put my whole self out to be just a mum. And the sun was shining right in my eyes, so I'm just changing up the camera roll a little bit. So yeah, what I was saying was I obviously have been a mum for 5 years, and I just feel like if people can't have you at like your worst, when you're in the most postpartum stage of your life, and these things happen in your postpartum, that's just not okay. You're already so vulnerable. You lose so much of you in your first few, like I reckon your first few years of being a mum. You need that support. You don't need more grief. Do you know what I mean? Also, we have had some amazing memories as mum and dad, really. And obviously it's just really hard now that it's like separated, that like now, you know, I don't sometimes know what he's doing with them and he might not know what I'm doing with them. And I do feel like, so somebody's put here, literally, any advice 3 months into being single mum and not coping well? You don't have to cope well. Like I did not cope well for the first probably 5 months of my life. I literally remember being up there, like, you know, just picking up all the pieces of the children. Like we set out like set days, but like the kids still wanted to see, but like it's just really weird. It's a really weird situation at the start, and it does get really messy. And then somebody's also put, how do I get over heartbreak? I don't think you ever get over it. I think you just get past it. So there's a thing called the let it theory. Let it. And that is what I'm sticking by now. Like, I'm not wasting my energy. I was putting in all my energy into crying and getting upset and thinking, oh, maybe if I didn't do this, or what if I didn't do that? What if you know, maybe I wasn't pretty enough, maybe I wasn't this enough, maybe I wasn't that. Blaming myself for days, on weeks, on ends, sitting up at night, crying, thinking, and now I sit and I think, oh, I love it, it's lovely. Oh, I don't have to worry about anything. I just sit there and I just worry about myself and my children now. You know, I'm going to be the best version, hopefully, of myself now for my children. And even if that does mean just being on my own, like, that's okay. Like, I want to believe in myself that I'm good enough just for me and my children. So I guess that's how I sort of have now been coping as things go on. Somebody's put, you know, how do you cope with if your ex has moved on or anything like that? And do you know what? Let it. Again, the let it theory. Not worth stressing yourself out about it. The one thing I really did write down was, like, I used to, at the start, I got a book, and somebody recommended this to me. I got a book and I wrote down every day something that was good and something that upset me. Day 2. So just so then when I look back on this, so when I look back at my book now, I think, oh Lord, you were really broken. Like, you didn't deserve all of this, mate. But look at what life's now like. I don't even need to sometimes write in the book today, because I'm like, I've had a good day, like the kids have been happy, I've been happy, like, and it's more happy moments than it is sort of like sad moments. So yeah, I don't write in my like little book as much anymore, but I really recommend that at the start, writing everything down. And you know, if anything's happened or you're triggered by anything, write it down. And then somebody's put you know, it would be lovely to stay respectful throughout a relationship. I've wrote down some bits here, you know, of what people have wrote. I really hope if a dad or mum are watching this, like, just try and stay respectful to each other. Like, understand that, you know, like a mum is still giving the absolute everything to their children, no matter how they're feeling. So just try and understand that, like, you know, they're doing bloody good with their kids considering what's happened. So please try and appreciate that. Like, if you don't want to be with them, like, okay, that's fine, but do you know what I mean? Like, still respect them, still have actually like the decency to be good to them, because they're bringing up two young children. Or even no matter how old your children are, we're still putting our life like literally on the line for absolutely everything. So just have a little bit of like respect there. Yeah, it is, and I feel as well, I've put here, like, it's processing everything, isn't it? So like for me, I couldn't move right on with somebody does, but to me, like, I'm still processing, you know, like single mum life, working, you know, like learning to be who like I am, and like healing, and you know, learning to what do I actually like doing, what do I like doing. So yeah, I'm, you know, personally for me, somebody's put here like, have you had any dates? No. And it does, I have had some lovely people, and like, oh God, I just look at it and I think, oh God, but like, because I have had some lovely people say, you know, can I take you like on a date, or can we, but to me, like, I'm just not ready for that. It's not the fact that I'm still, you know, like still wanting to go back to my nothing like that. I just feel I need to be true to myself. Like, I want to be true to myself, and when I maybe do in the future, I want to be healed and happy, and I want to be like in a really good place before moving on. And I don't want to be putting my trauma onto somebody else, like before I've even healed from the stuff that I need to heal from. And also the children are very young, and I just feel like at the moment, you know, there's a lot of changes already. So in time, maybe, you know, that will happen. You know, it would be absolutely lovely. My friends and my family say it all the time, Laura. They're like, Laura, you deserve, you know, like, I'm sure loads of you feel the same. Like, you deserve somebody that really, really wants you and cares for you and loves you, and you have a laugh with, and like have a good laugh with, and puts you first, and, you know, like spoils you and has you at your hard times and has you at your highs, you know, like, and we all do deserve that. So yeah, I really do hope one day maybe. And I'd always dreamt of being married. Like, I'd love to be married and things like that. But right now, like, that is just, yeah, I'm just, personally for me, I'm not ready for any of that yet. You never know. Sometimes you think you're not ready, and then, you know, these things happen, and somebody just like sweeps you off your feet, and you're like, oh, okay, like maybe I am ready. But no, I just feel like I wouldn't want to rush into anything quickly just yet. Because I just feel that, yeah, I just want to stay true to things. But I would just personally say, like, if you feel like you're not sure on how to cope with it, or if your ex has moved on, I've put here, just think, focus on what you can control and keep yourself calm, give your kids a safe and peaceful home when they're home with just you and the children. You know, like, it means prioritizing, I think, another person. I just want to prioritize myself and my children for the moment. And yeah, I would just look at it in that way and try and fill your cup, not by getting upset about what they're doing. Try and fill your cup and put all that energy that you would have put the energy into crying and getting upset about what's happening, like, and what you can't control, put that into yourself. Like, put that energy into you and loving you and doing things for you. Okay, maybe a few more questions, I don't know. Just looking for the Q&A because it's clicked off. Another thing I was going to say that I feel like would be really interesting in this situation is, like, I've learned to like lower my expectations. Like, I've had a lot of things that have let me down, and I just think, like, lower your expectations. Don't be thinking, you know, they should have been here earlier, they should have been there, they should have had the day off for this, they should have been here at a part, like, all of that lot. Just lower the expectations. It's not worth it. I feel like, again, it burns you right out. So I would say, like, the first 7 months for me, like, it is literally an emotional, like, rocky journey. I do feel like I'm definitely coming out the other end of it now, and I feel so happy in myself. We've you know, it's really not been easy. And I know people make it look really easy, like, yeah, we've just split up and now I get loads of free time and it's like the best thing ever being a single mum, you get a break. Yeah, I would say personally, if you could ever make your relationship work, if the odd, like, you know, things that happen in a relationship, and if you've got like children as well, I would say like try and make it work. Like, why not? Like, you can have a break. I would always say like maybe have a break. You know, that doesn't mean have a break and go and you know, do what you want, like, but I mean, like, personally, I'm no bloody thingy, but just from this experience, I would personally say like go and have like maybe like a little bit of a break, have some space apart, have some time apart, and then like come back to it and see if, like, what do they say, like the time apart has made you almost stronger. But again, always stay respectful. There's a few things that somebody's put, like, and do you know what the best thing is? When somebody's put about you're looking so much happier and well, like, that's probably the best compliment after having a massive like breakdown, is that kind of like, it just makes you feel so like you never think you see it. So it's really nice to hear it from other people, really. How did you sort your daughter spending time with her dad when she's still breastfed? So she's 2 now, so it's more just maybe for comfort or before bed or something like that. It's nothing too much, personally. Like, it's nothing. I think she just does it when she's around me because she knows no different. But when she's with her dad now, I encourage her to drink like some goat's milk in a beaker. And now we have got into a routine literally only recently that he will be having her like that, like every other weekend, but only one night, and then we'll gradually build it up with her brother, because obviously our brother's 5, so he sleeps over a little bit more because we live still quite close to each other and things like that. So yeah, it does obviously work a little bit easier than if you lived like different places. How do you find a balance in co-parenting with contact? I would also say as well, just really try and stay mutual, like still, and it was really difficult. And do you know what? I think for closure, you have to get really angry and it has to get really, not messy for the children, but like it does get really messy because you're going through so many emotions for it to actually then think, right, enough is enough. Like, stop. Like, it has been horrendous, but now we need to put everything into these children for their future, because at the end of the day, they deserve it. They didn't ask to be here, and it does get really upset and like messy when kids are involved. I had a dad that brought me up. I still call him dad now. He's amazing. He brought me up since I was 1 year old. So I know like no different really than him with my mum. But my mum brought me up for like the first year of her life really on her own. So I look at her now and I'm like, Mum, you are literally amazing, because I look at how much pressure we have of doing absolutely everything. And at the start, do you know what? I was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't bath them and bed them, and I'm tired and I'm... But like, you get into a routine. Like, I love our little routine now. Like, it's literally lovely. Like, we just have this really chill routine. So yeah, I'm definitely getting used to it. I've loved your questions. Some of them, obviously, unfortunately, some of them I obviously can't answer. Money as well. I think money will be another one. A lot of people have said about money. So I won't make this like first video too long. And obviously I would love to do more. So I'm renting, and you get left with like the rent. Well, you get left with all the bills, and then you get left with like the food shopping, and then you get left with like all of the kids' things. Like, if they want to join, you're just like, hang on a minute, how unfair is this? But there is a lot of help out there, and I think I'm going to do maybe a video, maybe next time, on how to sort of like navigate these things and what services are out there that might help other people, because obviously money is like the biggest stress ever. And I do feel like if you own a house and somebody decides to leave, like personally for me, I do think that you should still be paying for the mortgage until it all settles, because your kids live there. It's not even about you can't like have ammunition like, well, I've left, it's for your children. It's a good roof over your it's a roof over your kid's head. So personally for me, but I'm rented, so I changed the tenancy, which is in my name. I do work like full time, but I work from home, so I can do it like when the kids are in bed. Then I have like childcare as well, sorting all that out. So yeah, it does get really, it is very intense. I just think, like, my mum said this to me, like, because she was on her own obviously for a while, and she sort of just said, like, money can return. I know it's really difficult, but ring all your bill companies. She said, ring all your companies, you know, sort of explain everything. Everyone will try and help you out when and where you can. You know, if you feel like things are just not essential, just like get rid of them or sell them, or, you know, like just give up a few things for maybe a few years, like, and then maybe in time things will build back up again. But remember, don't stay with somebody just for money, like, because it's just not worth it. Like, I just think at the end of the day, like, things will always sort out and money will be returned. Like, it's funny, isn't it, really, how time like changes? It really is. And how time, you know, how things change. And obviously, you know, it is difficult because money is a huge stress, and then you're looking after children, you've got to raise a home now on your own, you've got nobody to, like, you know, you've got nobody to speak to about it. You know, like, normally if you've got money problems, you know, you'd speak to your partner, like, oh, we're worrying about this and that, and they'd be like, it's okay. Or they'd say, right, what can, you know, you'd speak to somebody, you haven't got that, have you? You've just got to try and wing it all by yourself. But you haven't, because there is services out there that will definitely help you as best as they can, I guess, anyway. But if anybody's got any tips and tricks, again, it'd be really good to comment below on them. I don't want to make this a really long video, and I don't want to make this like too intense or too much for like the first video. I really appreciated those Q&As, and maybe I'll do that again. And yeah, I am just really trying to like heal now, fill my cup, and trying to get happy for like my future. Because like, you never know what's out there. Like, honestly guys, like, you never know what is out there for you. Like, they do say everything happens for a reason, which I don't always believe. I don't always believe that no more. But equally, like, for me, maybe yeah, there is different things out there for me, and I actually can't wait, to be fair, now. But I'm not focusing on that. I'm just taking it day by day with me and my children, and just really appreciating those moments with them, and just trying to heal myself when I can. So like, coming down and just taking this in is literally just lush, really. And just taking in these little moments. But also, if you aren't co-parenting with your other half, your ex, if you're not co-parenting with your ex, and you do have if you're not co-parenting with your ex and you are doing this all alone, yeah, I just think you're amazing. And please, if anybody offers to have the children wherever or whenever, please take it up, because you do need a little break every now and again. But you're going to look back on this in years to come, we all are, and just think like, wow, do you know what I mean? Like, what an achievement. How proud should we feel that we've done this? It's been like, it's so intense, but equally, like, God, what a journey this is. Like, it's not for the faint-hearted. It is hard, and it's very heartbreaking. But equally, you know, these things sometimes do happen to maybe lead you onto better and more incredible paths. It's just a little bit rocky for the first maybe months or years of our life, and then hopefully that's it. But yes, I hope everyone's all okay. Sending you so much love. Thank you if you've subscribed today and watched this video and enjoyed it. I'm just going to finish like my last little lot, and I've got about 45 minutes, so I think I'm going to take myself for a little walk across the Tarka Trail, just like enjoy the sun, just enjoy. I might even put my headphones in and just walk, listen to a bit of music, and before I pick up Ophelia, which then comes back home with me tonight. Yeah, I obviously really miss my little boy, but I know he's in safe hands, having the greatest time with his dad. It's just obviously, yeah, it's hard, but yeah, it is what it is, and this is our reality. So let's all stay strong together. We can do this. But any other comments or anything, or like any other questions, sorry, then please like message me on my Instagram. I'll link over on my YouTube, or maybe I'll put a picture here or something if you wanted to follow that. For like everyday sort of life, and let me know what video you'd like to maybe see next. You might not want to, you might think, Lord, give it up, for God's sake, give this up, what you bloody doing? But if you do want to see more, then yeah, I'd love to see you on my next video. Right, let's go and take myself for a little walk. Hope everyone's all okay. Stay strong, be proud of yourself, give yourself a bloody good pat on your back, because it's yeah, it's a mad emotional roller coaster what we're all on, a lot of us are on, I should say. And maybe I'll even do another video next time just about even just motherhood. But right now my reality is just single mum. So yeah, hope this video has helped anybody, and sending you lots of love, and so proud of you. I don't know if I'm looking at the camera that way or this way, I don't even know, sorry if I've been looking the wrong way, but yeah, hope everyone's okay. Bye.